Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to do a quick overview and review of sorts of the new Generation 2 Formula E car for rFactor 2. To begin, you'll first of course have to purchase the car. So what you do is open Steam, go to the rFactor 2 store page, scroll down and look for the available items from the store, from the shop. Now this car is not available from a pack. There is a pack in the pack section, but that's the Formula E Energized pack. That's the first generation Formula E car with the Hong Kong circuit, and the car is listed as the 2018 model, which was the Gen 1, which was used from the first to the fourth season of Formula E. So what you do is you have to go to the car section and then select the Gen 2 car and then purchase the car. Now, one thing I did note when I purchased the car, it didn't appear to load correctly in the game. So all you have to do is select your profile name, open your inventory, find the items that you've purchased for rFactor 2, select the item, in this case the Gen 2 car, click to view the workshop item. And if you have an issue, all you need to do, or all I did, was I unsubscribed and subscribed again, and that re-downloaded the item and added it to the game, and everything was okay. Now additionally, they've added a free track to go along with this car, and that's the Leicester Special Edition. So you browse the workshop and you'll see it here, at least it's available as the main item right now, Leicester Special Edition. And all you do is subscribe to the item and it should be downloaded from the workshop for you. And this is a fictional circuit for Formula E based on the classic Leicester GP circuit based in New Jersey, USA. So now we have the car and the track added to rFactor 2. We'll look at the car menu. Now here you can see I have both of the generations added. So I have Formula E 2018. I'll select Formula E 2019 and the Audi e-tron. Now we can quickly look at the tuning menu. The only option here you have is to set the transparency of the halo. So I'll set it to 10%. And note here, by hitting enter, you can go to full screen mode. Use the left click on your mouse and mouse to rotate. Use the right click on your mouse to zoom in and out. And as you see here, they have the new body, which is the downwash wing that I learned about from Ferrari Man 601 on YouTube. A shout out to Bill if you're watching, and which I also talked about in my video on Formula E. Hit enter to escape. We have the halo change correctly made, so we'll click back. And what we'll do is we'll quickly start a race session. We'll set the race start type to default, which I guess will mimic how Formula E is in real life. Set the start time to say midday. Let's say 3 laps. Formula E in the real world is 20 cars in a race, I believe. So let's make it 19. One thing we can check before we start is to go to display and visible vehicles. This might affect performance, so I'm going to set this to 10. Let's make it 15. Split the difference. Go back. Session settings. AI drivers 19, and I'll be number 20. Everything else is as it was, and clear weather. Click on race. You'll notice here the layout of the track as it appears in the loading screen looks like the profile of a race driving seat, which is kind of interesting. Or maybe it's just my crazy imagination. I have practiced briefly on the circuit, so I roughly know the layout. There is no track map option available yet, as far as I'm aware, for the DirectX 11 version of rFactor 2. No doubt they are going to add such an option when the new UI eventually appears. Now, the only thing we're going to check before we start is we go to settings and go to controls, go to driving, Scroll down and you'll notice here this engine brake map up and engine brake map down. You're going to want to map this to a button on your wheel or something like that. That's the only control option, as far as I can tell, is available. And for the setup of the car itself, go to General, and under the engine section you will see this e-motor torque map. Now this defaults to 200 kilowatts and it goes to 250. 250 kilowatts would be the maximum output during a Generation 2 race. 200 would be the output during the start of a race. 250 would be the output during qualifying, if memory serves. And basically the drivers would start with 200, and using either fan boost or attack mode they could increase their output to 250. Now I don't see how this is affected in game, because I've tried it on to either 200 and 250, and the speed at least was a maximum of 232 kilometers per hour, if I remember correctly. The engine brake map option we looked at affects this regen mode, as far as I can tell, which defaults to 5. It goes to a maximum of 9. Let's see how we go with the default at 5. Click on race. Okay, so we'll try a quick race. To switch up to second gear. There's basically just 2 gears. I'll try and keep up the pace with the AI. This track is a lot wider than the Formula E tracks that I'm used to, which is nice. And indeed there are some details like trucks passing and so on. I guess the circuit is based around some kind of dockyard. It's quite a fast flowing circuit. Now I have noticed some lag spikes when trying to record a race. I don't know if it's my PC. It's not the most powerful PC available, but I have damage turned off. So
the lap was a 1:56.34.
Now I'll switch it down to first for this chicane, and then back up to second as soon as possible. Try to maintain my momentum. Some kind of Olympus camera office model there. I guess it's there in the real life. There's a right turn there, which is kind of misleading. It's basically a dead end with a few trucks parked, so you have to watch out for that. There's no track map available for the DirectX 11 version of rFactor 2 that I'm aware of, so you'll simply have to learn this track by driving it. Still, it is a different circuit, I give it that. Now there's the lag spike. You'll have to forgive me. It might be either the game or my PC. I have turned down some of the graphics, and they were already quite low to start with.
Porpoise 140.57.
Now, 2 of 3 laps already completed. Let's see how we go. And of course these cars run the Michelin Pilot Sport, I think it is, these all-weather tyres, so not slicks, designed for street circuits and all-weathers, rather. There's that confusing left turn, which looks like a possible right turn that isn't. And you notice the semi-transparent halo at 10%. Obviously this is an official car, so they're not allowed to turn the halo off. The force feedback of the car is okay. The feel of the car is okay. It's up to rFactor 2 standards. The sounds are what they are, I don't mind it. That's checkered flag. I'll have to try a race again when I'm not recording to see if the recording is causing a lag spike. I'm not sure. Could be the track or the LOD, load on demand, I'm not sure, but you know, my old PC, it's not that old, but it's most likely the culprit. If anybody else is experiencing these issues and indeed has tried this car and track combination, please let me know. And if you're finding this channel and haven't already, please like and subscribe, share, comment and so on, and click that notification bell icon. I would appreciate it greatly. This car is definitely fun. I'll have to keep testing it. Hit the wall. And on that note, we shall call it quits. Until next time, thank you.